in. McIntyre, hat trick!
Watch WPIHL games. Read about the teams and athletes. Relive the big moments. Every season, the Trib Live High School Sports Network is your home for high school sports. No sign-ups, no fees, just sports.
The PIHL is on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We are back at the RMU Island Sports Complex as Game 2 of our Class A doubleheader brings the Shaler Titans and the Avonworth Antelopes together with a spot in the semifinals opposite Greensburg-Salem available. Good evening. Welcome back. Glad you could join us. 2K24 Road to the Penguins Cup on Trib Live HSSN and 10 Band TV alongside Tyler Polk, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here this evening. Tyler, Avonworth, number 2 out of the blue division. They finished behind Class A's top team, Chartiers Valley, 16-3-1 overall. Shaler, 16-3-2. The Titans finishing third in the gold division after losing the head-to-head tiebreaker with Indiana. Second game for the Titans as they had a playoff opening round game. Avonworth got the bye. See how that plays out here this evening.
Two of the top scoring teams in the PIHL. Shaler, of course, is the leading team, and then Avonworth right behind at number 2. And these two teams have been predicated on defense lately. Shaler in that last game had to be impressive against Beaver. I know you see a 4-0 shutout victory, but in those saves made by Shane Saganic, there was more than meets the eye in a lot of situations. On the other side for Avonworth, yeah, they've been caught up behind the buzzsaw named Chartiers Valley all season, but this is a good team in their own right, and they very nearly stole a game off of Chartiers Valley, and that was without some key players on the team. They feel they've closed the gap, and they feel confident going into this playoff run.
Well, if you like defensive hockey, you're not going to like this one probably. And goaltenders, if you like your save percentage, you're probably not going to like this one either. These are the two top scoring teams in Class A on the regular season. Avonworth scoring 128 regular season goals, averaging 6.4 goals per game. Shaler, they've scored now 136 goals through the regular season and postseason, an average of 6.5 goals per game. The Antelopes allowing 53 goals against on the regular season, an average of 2.7 goals against. The Titans allowing 69 goals against, an average of 3.3 goals against per contest. Talked about Shaler already playing, Avonworth receiving the bye. Shaler defeating Beaver 4-0 Thursday night at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmerville. Jake Kuntz netting a goal and assist, while Chase Irwin and Brendan Fitzgerald each had 2 assists in the win. We talked about Shane Saganic stopping all 14 shots he faced to post his second shutout of the season.
Yeah, Shane Saganic was absolutely fantastic with those saves. Beaver, credit to them, they needed a lot from Caleb Barardelli, and he very nearly gave them at least a shot to steal that game, especially through that first quarter. It felt like Shaler's offense really couldn't finish past Barardelli because, well, number one, it seemed that he was on top of everything. So it was just bad luck for Shaler at that point. But then that second period came, and my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen an attack like that in all of my time watching the PIHL. 2 goals in 36 seconds, 3 goals in 3 minutes of time in that game. Shaler could turn it on just like that, and that's going to be an important part against this Avonworth team that could also put up goals in bunches themselves.
Certainly can. Avonworth led by Connor Ralston, 26 goals, 18 assists, 44 points on the regular season. 4 other Antelopes putting up 30 or more points on the regular season as well. Jack Dolan, 14 goals, 23 assists, 37 points. Cooper Powell, 9 goals, 26 assists, 35 points. Austin Gaddy, 12 goals, 19 assists, 31 points. And then the Austin Zadowski, he had 18 goals, 12 assists, and 30 points. Ty, besides that, 5 other players recording double-digit points on the regular season for Avonworth as well.
Yeah, it's a balanced scoring lineup for the Lopes, and that's really been the key. We've seen a lot of these kids at the All-Star game whenever we called that all the way back in January, and it seemed that this team has found an even bigger gear. Though the key for them this season is one reason why they've had a lot of this scoring out of them. They have a lot of forwards they had to convert into defensemen this year. 3 defensemen from last year's Avonworth team graduated, so they had to learn on the fly. And it wasn't like you could just pick the best 6D whenever you're going to your club teams. No, you have to take what you can get for these Avonworth Antelopes.
Shaler, they're led offensively by Jake Kuntz. He was the leading point getter in Class A on the regular season. Kuntz netting 27 goals, 28 assists, 54 points during regular season play. Chase Irwin, second on the team in both goals and points with 19 goals, 18 assists, 37 points. 5 other Titans put up 20-plus points on the regular season as well.
So they're just like Avonworth in that aspect as well. When that's another player that I'm looking for out of this. Chase Irwin, he was the guy that set up the first 2 goals for Shaler in those 36-second apart goals. So his passing, and I'm sure that he's going to be able to create some space to get a shot off against it, because they're going to be looking at Kuntz. They're going to be looking at Wallander. Those guys are another big players. Of course, you talked about Kuntz. So there's a lot to take on for Avonworth. They're going to have to be tight checking against them. A lot of times against Beaver, they got too much space in the slot, and eventually after a while, that killed the Bobcats.
Goaltending matchup tonight in the net to our left. For Shaler, we'll see Shane Saganek. He's carried the load this season for the Titans. Saganek 14-5-0 on the regular season, 3.55 goals against average, 875 save percentage in a shutout. Saganek perfect in the playoffs as well, 1-0 with a 0.00 goals against average after shutting out Beaver last week. In the net to our right, we will see Danny Mack for Avonworth. He's been the top guy for the Antelopes this season. Mack 10-4-0 on the regular season, 2.82 goals against average, 854 save percentage, and 1 shutout. One thing about this game, Ty, as opposed to our first game here with Greensburg-Salem and Quaker Valley being division rivals, that was the 3rd time they met on the regular season. Avonworth out of the blue division, Quaker Valley out of the gold division. There's no crossover play during the regular season, so there will be no familiarity here. This is the first meeting on the ice between the Titans and the Antelopes in the 2023-24 season.
There's a lot of differences in plays between the blue and gold divisions in Class A, and that's what I'm going to be interested to see. How can another team, because Shaler didn't really have to face necessarily a sparkling offense like Avonworth. They had to go up against Chartiers Valley, who has an unreal goal margin. Both of these teams are pretty well versed in that. So it's points in bunches, but they have shown in spurts that they can defend.
Well, you could say the Class A playoffs have been the gold standard so far, because besides the Moon Tigers, the gold division teams in the crossover matchups versus blue division teams have won all the other ones. On the other end of it, Shaler getting that game under their belt, and Shaler thought they might actually get a first round bye. They won every statistical category against Indiana except the one that counts. They only played 2 teams one time on the regular season. One of those was the Little Indians, who beat Shaler in a shootout. That kept Shaler from getting the bye, forced them to play the game against Beaver last week. But that might be a good thing for Shaler, because they have now got a playoff game under their belts, while Avonworth has had to sit back and wait to get out there. And we'll see how the Antelopes, with that time off, respond here this evening.
We saw it last year when Central Catholic had about a month off from their final game of the regular season and their first playoff game. Sometimes that little bit of time gelling together, especially while some of these kids might be playing for their club teams, they're looking at the Tier 2 championships that are going to be here in Pittsburgh in April. So there's been a lot of work with other teams and maybe playing against their opponents. So anytime that you can get some time together with your teammates, get that synergy together, it could be so important.
Winner of this one will take on Greensburg-Salem next Wednesday, 8:45 p.m. back here at the RMU Island Sports Center. The Golden Lions defeat Quaker Valley 2-0 in our first game here this evening. So, upset there. I mean, if you're looking at it by seed, that's the second upset in a row for Greensburg-Salem. They knocked off the number 4 team out of the blue division, knocking off Plum 5-1 in their opener, and then they defeat. So they defeat. I just completely lost my train of thought there, but regardless. We're ready to get this one underway. And here comes Shaler and Avonworth. So here we go. And ready to get this one started. Danny Mack in the net to our right. Shane Saganic in the net to our left. Winner faces Greensburg-Salem next Wednesday night here at RMU. The rest of the bracket looks like this. Chartiers Valley and Moon just underway at Mount Lebanon. The number one team in Class A, the Colts, against the only Gold Division team that won. Only Blue Division team that won against the Gold Division team. Moon knocked off Mars in the opening round. Tomorrow night we'll close out the Class A bracket as North Catholic, the Trojans, the sixth team out of the Gold Division, take on the second seed out of the Gold, the Indiana Little Indians at the S&T Bank Arena in Indiana tomorrow night. A little bit later than we expected, about 10 minutes late to get this one underway, but it's the playoffs. We expect to work a little bit extra time here. So the first one, only 2 goals put on the board. I'm willing to wager we're going to see more than that here between teams who combined for, let me do the math here, and it might take a minute because I suck at math, 261 regular season goals.
Man, that's an unreal number when you think of it. And I've been more impressed by Class A because it just seems that the scoring never stops. Once a team gets on a roll, it's a lot like basketball. That run could take you out of the game if you're not back on your front foot and ready to fight yourself.
Shaler will move left to right to start this opening period, decked out in the blue, red, and white. Right to left, Avonworth, the Antelopes, the higher seed in the home team, decked out in the home whites with the red, silver, and black trim. Brendan Hennigan in the circle against Jake Kuntz. Kuntz wins the draw. Then Jake Helfer going to look ahead, chipped into the zone. And that's going to be Darius Malecki after it. Avonworth comes away with it. Aiden Odell centers. Kuntz gets a shot. Good block there by the Antelopes. Jake Seafarth recovers after the giveaway. And the Antelopes from center ed dump in. That's Cooper Powell. Around the horn it goes. His counterpart in 20 after it, Jake Skurlong. Down the far side, Malecki to Skurlong. Skurlong looking ahead to Kuntz. There's a loose stick that gets in Kuntz skates, but he's able to get through that, and now here he comes, 1-on-3. Kuntz trying to drag, stays with the puck. Good stick check there by Silas Newhouse-Gadeen. And around the horn it comes to the right point, Jake Helfer. Dumps it down low, Kuntz after it. Finds the puck, trying to bring it out, cut off by Newhouse-Gadeen. And over here to the near side, Seafarth gets it out, and then he gets banged against the boards by Fitzgerald. Hennigan brings it back around the first man. Wrister coming, Saganic. Blocker save, he's in the game. Fitzgerald coming back the other way as Kuntz ahead, and the pass a little too high. Kuntz will chase it down in the corner. Jake Kuntz drops it to Fitzgerald. Sidesteps a check, but then the Antelopes get it back to the point. Kept in there by Josh Yuska. And Randy Bevan. Back through the neutral zone, moves the puck ahead. Opportunity here. Wrister coming, goal! Linus Jesnowski puts the mesh in motion, and Avonworth strikes 1 minute and 27 seconds into the opening period.
Avonworth's defense didn't slot much better than Beavers as they shut down Kuntz and company many times before, and they were able to get back in transition. A mini 2-on-1. Jesnowski from that right circle, able to get to the top of it and let it go, and 1-0 Avonworth.
Face-off won by Shaler. And Luca Wallander tries to move it up the left side. Wallander with Stellatano going to the net. Looks to try to wrap it around. Center and try in front. Battling for the puck, and Avonworth keeps it out. Jesnowski trying to get through a double team. Wallander takes it away. Throwing it back in, back behind the net. Wallander going to chase his own pass back there against Bevan. Drops it to Fitzgerald, who shouldered well against the board by Austin Dudovsky. Yuska from the right point for the Titans. Shot there, blocked. Jesnowski able to get out and block it down. And Linus Jesnowski, who has the goal, working the defensive zone. Wallander fires, just misses the keeper. I don't think saw that one coming.
No, he didn't. He was looking over to his right, and Wallander managed to get that shot off.
Here comes Yuska back with it. Wrister coming, fired up over the net. And around the horn it goes. Colin Anderson battling over there with Dylan Marsden for Shaler. Avonworth going to bring it back the other way. And here comes Ralston. Wrister coming, glove down by Saganek, and he'll hold for the draw with 14:31 left here in the opening period. The Antelopes out to the 1-0 lead on the tally by Linus Jesnowski.
Like the comeback shift from Shaler after giving up that goal, they managed to generate some good zone time.
Back the other way. Here comes Gaddy. Sending it ahead to Ralston. He looks it over. Up the head, trying to get that lead pass to Jack Dolan, too far, icing the call.
So 1:27 into the game, Linus Jesnowski, the assist from Randy Bavin.
All right, Bevan gets the assist. Face off one. And Avonworth going to push it ahead up the far side. LaQuatra back. Can't handle the bouncing puck. Second try for the Titans. Marsden chips it back into the Avonworth zone. Up the far side to Ralston. And Shaler looks it over. Drake Summer. Ahead to Marsden, who takes it off the stick. Marsden drops it back. Wrister coming. Save made. Rebound loose. But can't get it in as Malecki had the chance. And Danny Mack made the save, and the defense helps him out in front of the net. Big hit in the corner. Two bodies end up on the ground as Marsden and Anderson bang together. Odell trying to clear it. Kuntz keeps it in. Down to the corner. Avonworth trying to find an exit. Dolan here up the near side, that being Jack Dolan. Sending it across the ice. Gaddy not paying attention. Shaler has too many guys. Avonworth with too many guys out there, and I think they got caught.
Yeah, not secure on that change, especially right next to the bench. That's where a lot of issues come into play for a team, and unfortunate for Avonworth, and that's going to put this deadly Shaler power play coming into this game. 22 of 66, 33.3%, and they had 2 of 5 chances converted against Beaver.
Avonworth's penalty kill on the regular season, killing at an 85.7% clip. So the Antelopes are going to give Shaler a chance here to strike with the first power play. We'll see how the Slopes penalty kill goes. Kuntz takes it. One-time shot coming. Save made, and the rebound fired back as Matt got the right pad on that one. Kuntz at the right point, keeps it in, slaps it all the way around the horn. After it there for Shaler, Brendan Fitzgerald. Back to the left point. Redirection. Stellatano on the doorstep. Redirect Skurlong try, but it doesn't go in. Shaler maintaining possession. Battle here along the near boards. Kuntz working hard. Oh, big hit there, and that was a borderline one from Wallner. His hit from behind into the corner, but the official right there didn't see it that way. Kuntz, cross ice feed. Fitzgerald settles it. Now back to Skurlong. Skurlong's shot going to go wide. Kuntz sets it up. Pushing it down low. Skurlong at the right side. Fires it through. And over to the far side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Skurlong. Into the circle. Wallander looks. Rip save. Danny Mack. Fitzgerald. Now down low looking for Kuntz. Shaler's had it in the zone for the entire minute. First minute of this power play. Skurlong to the net. Redirection. Just wide. Fed through the crease and missing. Stellatano shot blocked. The Titans still have it, and as Skurlong puts it back behind the net. Kuntz the first man there. Backhand pass out. Save made as Fitzgerald puts it on. And we scrum together in front of Danny Mack with 40 seconds left on the Shaler power play.
That pass actually went right through Mack, right through his 5-0, but it came out the other side. Wasn't exactly on goal. And credit to Shaler on this power play. They're continuing that handiwork against Beaver. And Wallander, that shot, he had that a little bit closer to the board side for his goal against Beaver. So look out for that setup.
Face off to the right of the Avonworth net. And the Lopes get a big win there. Aiden Odell as Avonworth finally gets it out of their zone with 30 seconds left here on this Shaler power play. 11:35 left in the period. Avonworth out to the 1-0 lead on the Linus Jesnowski goal. Malecki drags it down the right side. Sends it to the far. boards. LeQuatre tries to step in. Good job by Chase Irwin to keep. 15 seconds left on the power play. Irwin down low. After it there is Ben Sarnowski. Sarnowski to Malecki. Malecki throws it to the net, blocked down by the defense, and cleared. Good work in front of the net there by Avonworth's Colin Anderson. So I'm going to give the right man credit. That was Randy Bevan who broke it up. Avonworth ices the puck. Of course, Bevan also got the assist on that Jasnowski goal. Our only tally so far with 11:03 left here in this opening period.
So I talked to the Avonworth head coach before this game, in between our previous game. He said the goal against Shaler is to stop their top forward, slow them down, and so far so good for Avonworth, even with that penalty kill.
Clean win, and from the face-off, Malecki rips her wrister wide. Helfer down after it, pushing it back behind the Avonworth net. Kuntz after it there, works through a double team. Kuntz going to reverse it back here to the near side. Fakes the point pass, now going to go to the far point. Skurlong going to dump it down low. Irwin after it there. Irwin moves it to Malecki. Malecki back off the glass, reverses it behind the net. Kuntz after it, into the low end. He's body checked there, but pushes it down low. And the Titans keep it in. Skurlong to Kuntz. Kuntz to Malecki. Malecki in the circle. Wrister coming. Glove save. Held on to by Danny Mack.
Boy, Danny Mattress Mack out there making all those saves. And really, it's been a shooting gallery once again for Shaler, especially after that power play. I mean, that's what you look for out of your power play. Sometimes it's not about getting goals. It's about getting momentum back on your side. And it is well on the side of the Titans.
Face off one. And it's fed down behind the net. Malecki in this top Shaler line, they have been consistently in the Avonworth zone. Another hit from behind. As fell down there was Stellatano that time, and then a good shoulder check right into the official. Ralston gets rubbed out by Fitzgerald. Moves the puck ahead down the left side here for Avonworth. Cooper Powell. Powell cut off on the defensive work there by Jake Helfer. Around the horn, Skurlong moves it ahead to Wallander. Wallander comes over to Fitzgerald. Good read by Austin Gaddy. Shaler returns it, but on the wrong side of the red line. And icing the call against the Titans brings the faceoff back into the visitor zone to our left with 9:50 left here in the opening period. 1-0 the Antelopes on top.
Good defensive play by Austin Gaddy, one of those converted defensemen for the Antelopes, as he's also able to handle that, long feed pass from Shaler.
Face off to the right is Shane Saganek. Dolan wins it back to Bevan. Bevan loops it down low. Gaddy has it there. Gaddy double team trying to spin away from the defense of Shaler's Tyler Garasich. Back to the left point. Marsden tries to force it out, but Dolan keeps it in. Shot blocked. That was Whiteman getting in front of it. Gaddy's turning try, and that gets blocked as well. Juska blocks it down, and now Marsden back the other way. Marsden has a man with him. Centers, but the defense there for Avonworth. Great job getting back for the Antelopes. I think that was Smallwood, or it was Ralston, one of those two.
And Marsden almost got it on the rebound to bank that one in.
That was 27, so it's Connor Ralston who broke it up. Dolan back into the line. Has Ralston with him, snaps it to the net. Saganek to stop. And he holds the puck for the draw. With 8:59 left here in this opening period.
Good back and forth action by both of these teams, and especially Shaler, who, after that power play, the last 5 minutes, it's been all Titans.
Avonworth has the only tally where it counts, though, on the scoreboard. They lead 1-0. Trying to add to it here with the face-off win. Malecki, though, finds the puck along the far boards. And now Malecki looking for an exit. Off the wood here and ahead. Irwin tracks it down. Irwin into the zone. Cut off on a good defensive play by Colin Anderson. Kuntz takes it to the net. Can't find it. Kuntz in front on the doorstep. Goal! Darius Malecki turns the red light on off a great feed by Jake Kuntz. And Shaler gets the equalizer with 8:38 left here in period number 1.
Boy, magistry by Jake Kuntz as he was able to work inside a phone booth, collect it behind the net, and then Malecki able to be right on the doorstep, says, thank you very much. I'll deposit that in and tie this back up.
Back the other way now comes Avonworth backhander. Stopped by Saganek. Good effort by Austin Dodosky. And Saganek flags it down with the glove and holds for the faceoff.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time off of that initial draw after the goal. He was trying to get it right back for Avonworth.
Face off to the left of the Shaler goal. And Shane Saganek. Back behind the net it goes. Titans going to get it out. Kept in. Good work.
Yeah, Jesenowski with that deflection.
And Dadovsky working there as well. He's going to be the first man of the puck. This one goes straight up in the air. Jesenowski showing off his baseball skills with his spring training as he swings and taps that one for may have been a bunt single. Steal. Wrister just missing there. Great chance by Dadovsky as he was trying to go top shelf and just fired it over the net. Shaler gets it out. This game ebbing and flowing, and right now it's Avonworth on the attack. Bevan sets up in his own end for the Antelopes, goes across the ice. Back to center Ed. Skurlong sending it down. Irwin going to be the first man of the puck. Irwin gets around a man, centers, nobody home. He tried to find Kuntz. Good defensive work there for Avonworth by Dadovsky as he cut it off, ices the puck, but Avonworth will take that as we'll have a face-off back in the home zone to our right. 7:38 left here in this opening period. Knotted up at 1. Face-off to the right of the Avonworth net. Wallander in there for it against Dolan. Wallander wins it. Stellatano along the boards, battling for the puck with Anderson. Anderson going to bring it back here around the near side. And he moves it ahead to Ralston. Ralston for the Antelopes, going to bring it out 2-on-3 now. Ralston all the way to the far circle. Wrister coming, saves Saganek. He's not sure where the rebound's at. It's tied up in his equipment. I think it actually fell into his blocker. And Saganek keeps it tied.
Yeah, Ralston just crossing over, getting to the right circle. Skate right, shoot left.
Face-off won by Shaler. Titans bring it out. Fitzgerald sets it up. Moves it ahead to Luca Wallander. He's Stellatano with him. Wallander down the right side. Fitzgerald calling for the puck. Drops it back to Helfer. Helfer tees it up through traffic. And Big Ben strikes one. As Helfer rings it off the iron.
Man, the way that bounced, I thought for a second, did he just get one off the post and in?
Helfer dumps it back in, but Shaler has to touch up to get onside, and Avonworth, that gives Johnny Smallwood a chance to get it out. Reversed back around. Austin Gaddy, lead feed looking for Ralston, nobody home. Taken back by the Titans. Matthew Stellatano dumps it in. Shaler brings a fresh line on Wallander with the forecheck. Fitzgerald after it. He ends up getting tripped up by Gaddy. Gaddy finds the puck. He's going to move it back behind his net, reset, and look for an exit. Ralston here on the near boards. Brings the puck back across center ice. Taking it into the zone. Ralston drags, drifts to the right side. Shot from the top of the right circle. And the save made there as that was put on by Avonworth's Brendan Hennigan. Dumped into the Antelope zone. Newhouse Godin ends up playing it into the Shaler bench. And we got a whistle here. Do this draw at center red. Oh, that puck actually hit a Shaler player that was coming on. So we get a bench minor here against the Titans. Too many men on the ice will give Avonworth their first power play try of the night. The Antelopes' 25.4% conversion rate during the regular season. Shaler's penalty kill clicking at a 78.2% kill rate. Point-to-point pass. Big rip by Ralston. That one misses. Avonworth keeps it centering feet and pushed ahead and out. And we're going to get a high stick on the puck as Kuntz got it out and trying to keep it in for the Antelopes, but it's going to bring the face-off all the way back into the Avonworth zone as Ralston called for the high stick.
So that's too many men on the ice penalties, both for each side. It was Avonworth at first, and it wasn't deposited by Shaler, so now it's Avonworth's turn.
Face-off won by the Antelopes. They'll set it up. A minute and 45 seconds of power play time to work with. Here comes Avonworth up the right side. Connor Ralston dumps it ahead. Jack Dolan to Austin Gaddy. Gaddy drops it to Powell at the left point. Powell going to go point to the right side. Ralston down low to Gaddy in the right circle. Gaddy looks it over. Sets it back to the right point. Ralston loses an edge, but he finds Gaddy. Gaddy to the outside of the circle now in. Gaddy gets around the first man, working around Malecki. He's going to circle to the boards. Austin Gaddy down low, driving in tight, and the puck ends up on the back of the net. As Siganik able to get a piece of it and keep it out. Now shorthanded, Kuntz, nice cutoff there by Ralston. Powell sidesteps Malecki's check. 60 seconds left here in the power play. Antelopes with the man advantage. Ralston brings it in. Ralston to the right circle. Wrister coming in. The keeper leaning the wrong ways. He fired back to the right, but misses the net. Dolan trying to find that puck, battling with Kuntz. Kuntz taken down. Ralston finds it down low. Trying to center, but Garisic cuts it off. Avonworth keeps it in. Ralston goes across the ice. Powell in the right circle. Powell to the net. Siganik gets a piece of it. And where's the puck? It's back to the left point. Ralston, shot partially blocked by Kuntz. Down low, Dolan finds it. And he's going to bring it around to the far side, but nobody on that far point. And Avonworth unintentionally clears the zone. 15 seconds left on their power play. Kuntz pressures Powell, forces the turnover. Powell down. Kuntz trying to chip it ahead to Stellatano, who finds the puck. Stellatano shot on Mack with the save, and he holds for the draw with 4 seconds remaining on this Antelopes power play, and 4:07 left here in the opening period.
So not exactly the best ending for Avonworth in this power play, but the start was very good. They were working their way down low. They were trying jam attempts on Shane Siganik. They were trying to get up in the kitchen, triangulate, get outnumber situations on the power play.
Face off in the neutral zone. And that's won by, not in the neutral zone, but in the Antelope zone. Avonworth wins it, but a power play over as the Titans get the kill. So each team now 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Shaler needs a touch up as Drake Sommer dumps that one in. Out they come. Tadovsky gets to the puck first, but then Luca LaQuatra able to get back. Tadovsky finds it, though, takes it around to the net. Save made with the pad. Siganik, as on the doorstep for Shaler was Malsh. Back the other way. Stellatano can't get it going. Bevan, steady in his own zone, finds the puck. Lead feet ahead. Here comes Jasnowski, and he fires it wide. Linus Jasnowski, who tallied for Avonworth to get the game's first goal. Titans trying to get it out. LaQuatra to Stellatano. Matthew Stellatano breaks the line. Wrister coming, fires wide. LaQuatra trying to chase it down. He'll get there. Dropping it back. Stellatano takes over at the point. He'll dump it down low. LaQuatra needs to get off the ice. He's worn out as Fitzgerald works hard in the corner, battling there. Back to the right point. Good check by Bevan to free it loose, but Fitzgerald finds it and a good keep by Helfer. Stellatano back to the left point, up and over the stick of Jake Skurlong. Skurlong gets it out, and here he comes back the other way. Skurlong firing towards the cage, going to go wide. And out it comes. This one sent the length of the rink. Not icing, though. Wallander, as Gaddy tries to force the turnover, bouncing puck in front. And Anderson at the left point can't keep it in. Avonworth offside. They need to touch up now. As Shaler sets up in their own end. And out it comes. Titans. Out to Marsden. And ahead it comes to Sarnowski, who's rubbed out on a solid body check by Anderson. Avonworth trying to get it out of their zone. And ahead it comes. Ralston couldn't handle it. Thrown back by the Titans helper. Shaler needs a touch up. Gives Anderson an out. Anderson unleashes the fury as he just skates right through Helfer entering the zone.
I think he wanted to go put it forward, but instead opted for the hit.
1:35 left here in the opening period. We're still tied up at 1. Ralston brings it across center red. Dragging to the right side. Ralston. Shot from the top of the circle. Blocked. Follow-up try. Siganik makes the stop. On that second effort there by the Antelopes, Brendan Hennigan.
Yeah, Ralston trying again that skate right, shoot left from the right circle, but it got blocked. Hennigan right there in front to get that chance on Siganik.
Face-off won by the Titans in their own zone. And out with it they come. Garisic Feeds it ahead. Malecki trying to come back to Garicic. Couldn't connect. Good defensive work down there by Avonworth's Jake Seafarth to break it up. Return back to the Shaler zone. Seafarth has a stick lifted by Irwin. Odell tries to bring it in. Officials say onside. But Shaler gets it back to the Avonworth zone regardless. And it comes here to the near side. Seafarth stood up. Good work on the play by Yuska, who then gets shoulder to the ice on a heavy hit by Brendan Hennigan. Physicality picking up here as Malecki steps into Seafarth, and they exchange pleasantries after the whistle. Got a penalty coming up.
So they're going to say 23 for Avonworth. That's Brendan Hennigan going off.
So Shaler will get their second try on the power play. 46.2 seconds left here in this opening period, so if the Titans don't tally, that penalty time will carry over to period number 2. Face off to the right wing circle here to the left of the Avonworth goal and keeper Danny Mack. Fitzgerald wins it to Kuntz. Kuntz whips it around the rink. Wallander after it there to the far boards. Wallander to Skurlong. Skurlong back to Wallander. Wrister from Wallander. Save, Mack. Rebound poked out, and Mack keeps it out.
Yeah, Wallander from the left circle. That's where he got the goal from Beaver. This time a little bit out higher as opposed to the jam shot he had on the earlier power play chance for Shaler. Able to create some good momentum off of that first power play, the Titans. So we'll see if they can do it in power play number 2.
Avonworth wins the draw, and they'll get it out. Or will they? Titans keep it in. Fitzgerald in front, looking for Stellatano. He can't redirect it home. Stellatano back to Fitzgerald behind the net. Setting it up. Wallander along the left wing boards. Now to Skurlong at the point. Skurlong through traffic. Save, Danny Mack. Rebound loose in the slot. Fitzgerald battling for it. And Shaler watches Avonworth come away with the great work by Jesenowski, but that was Newhouse Godin who was down low, and he keeps that opportunity from happening as the horn sounds to end period number 1. 17 minutes of hockey in the books here from the RMU Island Sports Center. Shaler will have a minute and 14 seconds of power play time to work with when we come back. The Titans and the Antelopes tied at 1 after 1. You're watching the 2024 PIHL Road to the Penguins Cup on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads-Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Back here at the RMU Island Sports Center, getting ready for period number 2. Avonworth and Shaler, Class A quarterfinal round matchup. The Titans and Antelopes tied at 1. Alongside Tyler Polk, Matt Vandriak with you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV. Time now for your first period scoring recap.
Linus Jasnowski, the goal assist from Randy Bevan, a minute 27 into this game, and then Darius Malecki, even strength goal assist by Jacob Kuntz at 8:22 in the first.
Shaler with the power play to work with here. Team switch sides, right to left, the Titans with it. Here comes Luca Wallander. Leads the charge. Wallander, backhander! Score! Luca Wallander, half man, half amazing. And the Titans get the PPG and lead 2-1, 11 seconds into the second period.
Man, Wallander going in on the backhand, and that went somewhere over the rainbow, and he found a pot of gold on that one. Luca Wallander, man, What a goal.
Shaler gets the power play tally, and they take their first lead of the night, 2-1 here in the second period as Wallander strikes. And now back the other way comes Avonworth. Connor Ralston, wrister block. Nice job by Skurlong to get back. Ralston finds the sailing puck, then throws it back towards the net where it's cut off. And Coots going to bring it out. Lead feed, looking for Malecki, too far. But Malecki's going to be the first man there. So the icing waved off. The Malecki finishes his check. Malecki working hard on this shift. Avonworth going to get it out. See how the Avonworth team responds now. Down a goal. Here comes Malecki. Wrister, save, Mac. Puck up in the air. Off the top of the net and behind. Bevan trying to find it. Kuntz over to the far side. Gaddy can't get it out. Kept in. Front of the net. Saved by Mac. And there is no rebound. As the Titans, Jake Helfer put it back. And now business picks up.
Well, that's the second time we've seen this, and we shouldn't be surprised. Avonworth, Shaler, not too far apart from each other, so of course there's always going to be some feelings.
And we're going to have a guy from each side, I believe, head of the sin bin. Malecki for Shaler. Going to sit down, and I believe for Avonworth it's going to be Ralston. Should be roughing minors, will not affect play on the ice. We'll stay 5-on-5, unlike the NHL. Coincidental penalties do not go 4-on-4 here on the PIHL. Face-off won by the Antelopes. Anderson around to the near side, and here comes Avonworth with a chance to get it out. Malsh works his way ahead, and he's offside. As Dadovsky kept pushing that puck ahead, and Malsh just couldn't stay on the right side of the blue line.
Give you a quick update on the other side of the bracket. Chartiers Valley and Moon through 1 period, 42 seconds left. No score.
Winner of this one gets the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions next Wednesday evening at 8:45 as this puck bounces back to the Shaler net. Covered up by Shane Saganek. The winner of that CV Moon game will take on the winner of tomorrow's Indiana North Catholic game. That'll be your first game of the Class A doubleheader next Wednesday. That one faces off at 6:45. Face-off one. And in the right side there, Richard Malsh. That's it taken away by Wallander, then stolen back by Chesnowski. Turning try by Dadovsky goes wide. Puck pushed around here to the near side. Wallander, the first man there, then checked off the puck on a good solid bump by Malsh. To the neutral zone comes Stellatano, 2-on-2. Stellatano to the right side. Finds Fitzgerald. Coming back to Stellatano behind the net. Stellatano brings it around here to the near side. Reversed back to Stellatano there from Drake Summer. Right point try. LaQuatra shot blocked. And here come the Antelopes back the other way. But Summer's going to be a high stick on the puck. But a great job, though, by Summer to get in front of that because Chesnowski would have had a breakaway had that pass gotten through. See where the faceoffs move to.
We're going to put it in the Shaler defensive zone.
High stick on the puck, so the faceoff, as you said, moves back into the home zone. 14:57 left here in the second period. 2-1. Shaler on top. Whiteman in the circle against Dolan. Whiteman wins it, but it's Avonworth who comes away with the puck, and Chesnowski puts it on. Saganek gloves it down.
Yeah, too easy for Saganek. They're definitely going to have to look for some screens out in front.
Face-off won by the Antelopes. Chesnowski centers, and unable to turn it over on the one-timer was Dolan because the pass was on the wrong hand, but the Titans are going to take a penalty, and the Antelopes will get their second try with the man advantage.
It was good defense by Sardowski on Dolan, but then that hit behind the play by Joshua Usika, and that's a tough one to take.
So for the Titans, Josh Uska to the box.
Usika, excuse me.
Avonworth, second try on the power play. Antelopes 0 for 1. Shaler got the go-ahead goal with a PPG of their own early in the second period, 11 seconds into the second frame. See if the Antelopes can answer. Over to the far side, Skirlong had a chance to get it out, but Dolan keeps it. To Gaddy at the point. Absorbed and held by Shane Saganek.
Yeah, long shots out for Saganek. No screens out in front for Avonworth, and that's a little bit of a, well, it's a good start. You got a shot on net, but you want to try to get it into Saganek's grill.
Gaddy down low. And Avonworth continuing to work the puck. Garasich always steady on the blue line, and the senior wraps it all the way around and gets it out. Tyler Garasich joined us on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout last week after the opening round playoff win over Beaver. Avonworth coming back the other way. 1:20 left in the power play. Slowly going to enter the zone on the left side. Fed towards the net there by the Antelopes. Seafarth. Around to the right side. Hennigan works. Gaddy skates over, finds it, but then gives it away. Here comes Kuntz with a chance, shorthanded. Jay Kuntz behind the defense. Kuntz to the net, to the backhand. Denial seems it had to come. Danny Mack, a big save for the Antelopes.
But meanwhile, a penalty behind the play, so that'll be on Avonworth. So Jacob Kuntz leads with something out of that. Couldn't bury it on the backhand as it sprawling out by Danny Mack was the difference.
To the penalty box will be Cooper Powell holding. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 1:04 seconds, and then Shaler will have 56 seconds of power play time to work with. So Avonworth now 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Down a goal. See if this open ice allows more offensive opportunities for these sides. Not that they need them. It's two high-scoring teams, the two highest-scoring teams in Class A on the regular season. Avonworth getting their extra guy out here. It's going to be Smallwood. Face-off won by the Lopes. They'll set it up in their own end. 4-on-4 for the next 60 seconds. Trying to get that lead feed. Garasich right there as always. Garasich to Wallander, but offside. But Tyler Garasich, he's not going to have the flashy stats. He's just a steady presence on the blue line for the Titans. You see it displayed right there.
And I feel like he's been a lot of the change defensively through the start of this playoffs for Shaler. I mean, early on, it felt like a lot of the big chances for Beaver, he was right there to answer them.
Wallander from the face-off win brings it in. Luca Wallander all the way around. He's already found the net once. Leaves it for Stellatano, who gets hammered on a good check by Randy Bevan. Lead feed, glove down at center ed by Skirlong, but then he turns it back over. Bevan, who right now seems to have eyes for the puck, he keeps finding it. Connor Ralston back the other way, leads a charge for the Antelopes. Centers, bouncing puck. Dodovsky can't flag it down. Garasich with them stride for stride. And then Saganek covers up and holds.
Yeah, right there on cue. Garasich able to stick check him and create that bouncing puck right in front that Saganek can easily solve. And Garasich goes out. So, again, that's good defense right there. That defense travels, and hopefully it'll go to the other sides of the units for Shaler.
Face off to the left of the Titans net. Saganek looks on as Kuntz wins the draw. Back to Dreg Summer. Malecki wins the draw, pushing it over to the right side. Luca LaQuatra brings it back with Kuntz. LaQuatra gets to the line, then cut off. And a nice behind-the-back pass there. As Dolan, give and go. Shot on, pad save made. As Dolan gave and go on that play with Jesnowski. Dolan took the shot, patted down by Saganek. And now the Titans to the man advantage. Drake Summer across center ed, dumping it around. Cut off by Anderson, but Irwin keeps, throws it towards the net. Second try for Anderson. He'll get it ahead, and Jesnowski going to send it the length of the rink, killing valuable clock with 35 seconds left on this third Titans power play of the night. Hennigan, good forecheck. Summer able to get it out. Malecki chips it ahead, but Dolan steals back. and throws it all the way to the Shaler goal. Saganek thought about playing it with the stick, then covers it up as Summer and Hennigan exchange pleasantries after the whistle.
Yeah, playing chicken, always smart to just freeze it, get a face off, and get a restart from deep in the zone.
19 seconds left on this abbreviated Shaler power play. Just over 12 minutes, 12:04 to be exact, left here in the second period. 2-1, the Titans on top. Titans win the draw. Skurlong trying to exit, pursued on the play by Jesnowski. Second try for Skurlong, and here he comes. Skurlong through center red. Up to the right side, Stellitano breaks the zone. Back to Skurlong, and he fires it just wide. Stellitano finds the puck. Around to the far side, Fitzgerald. Penalty over. Skurlong behind the net. Jesnowski takes it. Powell out of the box waiting for the pass, and here he comes. Wallander back, though. Powell has a man going towards the net as he slowly tries to drag around Wallander. Powell in tight. Helfer gets the block. Fitzgerald and Powell battle. Helfer joins the fray. Odell in there as well. Now we're 5 deep as Avonworth's Jake Seafarth brings some heavy body contact. Avonworth back with it. Powell looks it over. Skurlong takes him against the end boards. Wallander finds the loose puck. Hit by Odell as he tries to get it out. Kept in. Dadovsky drags. Rister saves. Saganek, no rebound. And we stir it up in front of the net.
Powell got the worst of it as he was rubbed out along the boards by Stellitano as he was trying to make a play on that. So that was just a continuation as that shot went to Saganek. And to give you an update, late in the first period for Chartiers Valley, Chris DeAngelis on the power play gives the Colts a 1-0 lead as they're opening up the second period.
Moon trying to be that Cinderella story after upsetting Mars in round 1. It would be a huge upset if they knock off Chartiers Valley, but we've seen upsets be the story of the Class A playoffs the last couple of years. Stellitano back the other way, drags, backhander, save, Mack, and there is no rebound.
Stellitano was closed off on that left circle trying to go into her. He was forced to his backhand to get that on the net, and Mack, that's just easy pickings.
10:58 left here in period number 2. Titans up 2-1. Face-off won by Shaler. Marsden trying to wrap that around is Dylan Marsden, and it's going to give Avonworth a chance to get it out. Garisic again back, trying to find Ralston on that lead pass, but Garisic right there along the boards takes it away. Sarnowski crosses center red, dumps in for the Titans. Powell for the Antelopes finds it, rips it to the far side. Gaddy gives it away. Loose puck in the circle. Dolan gets there, and he'll retreat back behind his own net for Avonworth with 10.5 left here in the second period. Ralston gets the outlet, and here he comes across center red, enters the Shaler zone. Rister coming, blocked, and out of play as Josh Yuska got back to break that one up for Shaler.
Yuska and Garisic, such a good pairing. You want to know what it reminds me a little bit of? It's almost like Garisic for me, he kind of looks like Chris Pronger a little bit with just the way that he imposes himself out on the ice and always there to make that smart play.
Garisic, senior, as you mentioned, very good size. Definitely is a stalwart on defense. Shaler wins a faceoff. They'll push it all the way back into the Avonworth zone. Johnny Smallwood retreats behind his net over to the far side. Ralston had a chance to get it out, couldn't, but then Aiden Odell helps out. Malecki makes the steal, and then Malecki gets banged into by Seafarth. Seafarth continues to shove Malecki, and then Seafarth taken down. Malecki gets caught with the hand in the cookie jar, and Avonworth going back to the power play.
Yeah, he gets called for a hook on that situation as, again, just trying to make a stick check, trying to create something out there and just being a little too anxious.
So Avonworth now with their third power play try of the night. The last one was abbreviated. Antelopes 0 for 2 so far. Gaddy from the faceoff. Bouncing puck. Saganek had to be sharp to get the pad on that. And now it's cleared out. Fitzgerald, the first man to Kuntz. Drops it to Kuntz. Walks in. Kuntz to the backhand. Mack keeps it out. Kuntz couldn't settle down that bouncing puck to get a solid shot off, and Danny Mack the tall goaltender in the left net, using those legs to keep it up. Avonworth back the other way. 3-on-3. Ralston enters the zone. Stolen by Fitzgerald. He comes back again with Kuntz. 2-on-2. Fitzgerald looks it over. Wrister coming. Save, Mack. Rebound loose. Kuntz. Fitzgerald collisions. And Avonworth some tense moments, but they come away with it. Ralston. Hennigan can't enter the zone. Kuntz gets back. And he sends that one into his own bench as he tried to clear it out.
Kuntz tried again. He tried that sweet 94 move against Beaver, and this time he was once again shut down at the pass as he tried to make that one-handed stick handle, and he tried to do that under pressure. That's a tough play to make.
9:09 left here in the second. Avonworth with a minute and 13 seconds of power play time to work with, trailing Shaler 2-1. Face-off one to the left point giveaway. And now a chance for Wallander back shorthanded. Luca Wallander behind the defense. Wrister coming. He fires wide. And now the Lopes bring it back the other way. Anderson coast to coast. Drops it to Jesnowski. Jesnowski cut off by Drake Summer, but Jesnowski finds the puck. Shot on. Save! Saganik, and it stays out. As Zadovsky put that on from a tough angle, Saganik felt it. Wasn't sure where it was at. Able to lean back and keep that one out of the net.
Yeah, had to lean back like Fat Joe for that one and just able to save that off the line.
Face off one, Anderson looks it over. Now comes to Jesnowski along the boards. Jesnowski in front. Has a man, Dadowski. The wraparound puts it off the outside post as Saganik was down and out and lost his stick as well.
It was Luca LaQuatra. He also shut him down a little bit off that far post.
And LaQuatra got just enough to keep it out. 25 seconds left on the Antelopes power play. Jesnowski up the right side, breaks the zone, sends it in front. Puck deflects to Anderson. Anderson into the slot. In tight! Not today! Saganik with the big stop in front. On to Zadovsky.
Yeah, Dadovsky able to get that puck right in front on Saganik and just able in one motion to wheel, shoot, but it's right up into the paraphernalia. It really hit right on that Titan logo.
Zadovsky right in front and Saganik equal to the task. 13 seconds left on the power play. One-timer deflects. That try was there, and Irwin ended up breaking it up as Dadovsky put it on. Giveaway to the point, walk-in wrister, Saganik the save, and the puck squirts wide. And now the Titans get the steal. Malecki out of the box. Kuntz gets it to him. Here comes Darius Malecki. Fans on the wrister and then pushed aside with the stick. And a big check behind the play. Another penalty coming up. I think Malecki might be going right back to the sin bin as he retaliated against Avonworth's Aiden Odell, who finished him off.
Yeah, he put him with a little bit of a face mask on that one as he tried to take back after that hit. No, instead, it looks like it'll be Avonworth.
It will be the Antelopes.
Calling Anderson.
So Anderson called for the slash. Shaler now what? Third try with the power play or fourth?
Let's take a look at it. This will be the fourth. 1 for 3 so far.
And here we go. Face off to the right of the Avonworth net. 7:41 left in the period. Titans win it. Skurlong from the left point down the wall. Wallander to Fitzgerald in the left circle. Fitzgerald to Skurlong at the left point. Now he gives it off to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to the right circle. One-time try. Mack keeps it out as Kuntz fired from in tight. Skurlong at the right point. Back to the net. Loose puck in front. Stellatano tries to turn it over. Danny Mack.
Oh, wow. You got to look out if you're Stellatano. There was already someone that was thrown out of the game. And I want to amend that for earlier. The player from Greensburg-Salem, he also got 2 10-minute misconducts. So he's out for the semifinals.
Oh, wow.
I was talking to the adjudicator in between the games there. And he wanted to relay that over.
So Kason Ty will not be available for Greensburg-Salem when they face the winner of this one. Ralston back the other way for the Antelopes. Wrister coming, fires wide. Fitzgerald finds the puck. Leads it ahead to Stellatano. He has Kuntz behind him. Stellatano back to Wallander. Wrister coming, save Danny Mack. A rebound in the corner. And now pushed down low to Stellatano.
That was a collar save by Mack.
70 seconds left on the Titans power play. The Antelopes get it out. Odell sends it the length of the rink. Pushed ahead. Fitzgerald. Outworked by Ralston. And now short-handed. Here comes Hennigan leading the charge. Puck bounces off of his stick. Stellatano gets it back. Numbers for Shaler.
4-on-1.
Here comes Kuntz. Looks it over. Kuntz to Wallander. And he misses the net. I think that for Avonworth. Jesnowski got enough of it to deflect it wide. Wallander, 35 seconds left on the power play. Wallander to the right side. Kuntz sets it up along the far wall. Back to Wallander in the right circle. Wallander's shot. Save, rebound, score! Matthew Stellatano with the power play goal. And the Titans extend the lead to 3-1 with 6:10 left here in the second period.
It's another one that you just felt coming as Shaler was able to work it in the space, and good denial by Avonworth initially after that big shot, but then just off the side of the net, really a pass out in front, and it managed to find its way through Stellatano with an easy slam dunk. It's 3-1 Shaler.
So the Titans, after falling behind 1-0, have scored 3 unanswered, 2 of those on the power play. And with 6 minutes left here, the deficit 2 for the Antelopes. Marsden steals, he'll dump in. Sarnowski going to give chase. Bevan bodies up against him, loose puck. Blake Whiteman working behind the net. He finds the puck for the Titans. Whiteman centers, nobody home, and cleared out. This one going to go the length of the rink, icing against Avonworth. As the Antelopes right now on their heels, Ty, and Shaler, I think, can sense that.
Oh, yeah, it feels much similar to that Beaver game in which now, all right, Shaler, they seen the puck go into the back of the net. Now they're confident. Now every chance that they get in front, they believe they can bury it.
Puck behind the net. Marsden finds it, tries to find Whiteman in front of the net. And Avonworth cuts that off. The Antelope's going to bring it out. In front of us here, Ralston can't get around Garicic. And he pushes it ahead to Whiteman the other way. Whiteman finished off by Dolan as he dumps it into the Avonworth zone. Marsden leaves it for Sarnowski. Wraparound misses. Center off the pads. And Marsden tried that reverse angle goal and goes off the pads of Mack and wide. Shot by Sarnowski deflects wide. Shooting gallery right now. The Titans have tilted the ice to our left. Garicic pinches in. Garicic back to Whiteman, who takes over the point. Whiteman with the rip blocked. Gaddy finds it. And finally, Avonworth gets it out. Connor Ralston back the other way. Ralston works his way around Yuska. Yuska, though, gets the stick in there and breaks it up. Good work by Josh Yuska. Trying to break it out. Dolan steals. Dolan pushing it down low. Ralston looking for Gaddy. Saganek there is Garicic. Great job marking Gaddy and never giving him a clean scoring chance.
Yeah, like a good neighbor, Garicic is there. And one thing to give for this last goal by Shaler, that gives Jacob Kuntz 2 assists in this game. Stellatano from Wallander and Kuntz. 10 minutes, 50 seconds into the second. Wallander also gets his second point on the assist.
4:35 left here in this second period. 3-1 Shaler in the lead. Avonworth trying to take advantage of this defensive zone draw, but the Titans, Drake Summer, had it for a second, now gives it away. Rister coming on Saganek to save on that try there. I'm trying to figure the Avonworth player. The silver numbers on the sleeves are not easy to read. Jesnowski had the Dudovsky. His shot blocked by LaQuatra. It was Malsh who had that shot for the Antelopes. Back to the point. And Godin can't keep it in. Newhouse Godin. Powell pushes it back to the Shaler zone. LaQuatra gets it out. Back to the red line. Avonworth retools. Trying to move it ahead to Jesnowski, who opened the scoring back in the first period. Drake Summer has it turned over. In front. Oh, my goodness. Malsh on the doorstep, and he fans on a golden opportunity there for the Antelopes.
You don't got to flex it high. You just got to make sure you get contact. That's rough.
Irwin trying to work his way back. Cut off by the Antelopes, Silas Newhouse-Godin. Then stolen. LaQuatra, the wrister off the shoulder of Danny Mack. Kuntz behind the net. Centering try. Saved by Mack. The net got lifted. Danny Mack equal to it. Malecki through traffic. Blocked. Follow-up try. Kuntz off the stick of Mack. And there's a,
hurt.
Newhouse Gudin is down because he got hit somewhere where it does not feel Gudin. That shot hit Gudin below the belt.
Oh, man.
He's still down, able to get up. Hockey players are tough, but don't matter who you are. If you're a man, you're feeling his pain right now. So Gudin, great effort though. Give the credit there first. Couple of big plays by Silas Newhouse Gudin, and that was a huge block.
Yeah, especially after you couldn't get that easy chance out in front to cut the deficit in half. So, again, still a lot of work for Avonworth to do.
Face-off won by the Titans. Skurlong behind the net. Fitzgerald working there against Anderson. Anderson wins that battle to Smallwood. Smallwood back to Anderson. Fitzgerald pressing on him, and he forces a turnover. Fitzgerald going to go back to the right point. Helfer to Fitzgerald, chips it low. Anderson takes it away, gives it away. Centering try, looking for Wallander. And good work there by Hennigan to get back. Man, Avonworth playing with fire right now, Ty. They keep giving the puck away in their own zone.
Yeah, even though I could also score as well. I don't want to try it against this team right now.
Odell back the other way, pushing it down low to Hennigan. Wallander works his own end for the Titans with 2.5 left here in the second period. Antelope setting it up. Wallander trying to work through everybody. Uses his skate to kick it ahead. And this one sent back to the neutral zone by the Titans. Stellatano will take it there. Here comes Matthew Stellatano.
Good move.
Great move to get around Smallwood, but get some help on the play. As getting back to help out was Seafarth, who's been strong on the defense as well. Wallander finds it. Centers. Fitzgerald can't get it on. I think his stick got lifted at the last second by Hennigan. And now Hennigan back on the offensive. Takes the feed, but just offside. Odell tried to push him in. And Odell can't believe it, but Hennigan did cross the blue line first. Neutral zone draw here with 1:55 left in the second period.
Hennigan tried to create a T with his skate, try to edge that line, but he just couldn't save it.
Draw here in the neutral zone. Shaler wins it back to the right defense. And that's going to be Josh Yuska. Lead pass. Too far, but not far enough for icing. Ben Sarnowski pins into the corner. Battling there with the Antelopes, Johnny Smallwood. Out with it comes Ralston. Ahead to Gaddy. Good stick check by Yuska, but Gaddy gets around him. Tries to push around the second man, and Garasich there to cut it off for the Titans. 90 seconds left here in the period. Garasich brings it back the other way across the center red. Garasich throws it down. Deflects wide of the net. Powell reverses the puck back here to the near side. Blake Whiteman tripped up by Dolan. And a penalty coming up against the Antelopes with 1:17 left here in the second period. That fire getting hot now that Avonworth is playing with the Shaler back to the man advantage, and the Titans have scored twice on the power play so far this evening.
I want to give you an update on the other side of the bracket. Chartiers Valley with 2 goals from Noah Callender have a 3-0 lead as they're halfway through the second.
1:17 left here in the second period. 2 minutes of power play time for the Titans to work with. If they don't strike in the next 77 ticks, they'll have a little bit of time to work with in period number 3. Kuntz trying to keep it at the right point. Nice job. Kuntz pushing it down low. Stellatano has it there. Matthew Stellatano around to Wallander in the left circle. Wallander sets the puck back to the right point. Skurlong back to Wallander. Wallander in front. Kuntz trying to push it home on the tic-tac-toe. The tick and the tackle there. The toe didn't happen. Stellatano to Kuntz. Settles it back to the point. Skurlong taps it to Kuntz in the right circle. Wrister coming. Mack absorbs and holds with 45 seconds left in the period and 1:28 seconds left on the Shaler power play.
Yeah, Mack has been the bandage for a lot of the seepage coming from Avonworth in this game. Really, he's been their best penalty killer.
45 seconds left on the man advantage. 45 seconds left in the period. Draw one by the Titans. Wallander can't settle that puck down. Stealing a chance back the other way for the Antelopes. Here comes Hennigan 2-on-2. Hennigan drags. Skurlong breaks it up, though, as he was trying to push that one across to Jesnowski. Stellatano back the other way. Great recovery, though, by the Antelopes. Dudovsky getting back to break it up, and he's going to send it ahead. Shaler needs to watch themselves shorthand as they're giving Avonworth a chance to get back. The goaltender, Siganik, though, comes out of the net. 15 seconds left in the period. Stellatano to the right
3
side.
on 1.
Here it comes, Wallander in front. The Mac Daddy makes the stop. In tight, as you said, Ty, numbers back the other way. And Danny Mac shuts the 5-hole.
Yeah, he had to make the jump after those 2 passes. Really long feeds, not coming in succession for Avonworth, but they're right on the money for Shaler. And that 3 on 1 was almost dangerous to their health.
Clean face-off win back the other way, Odell. He has Ralston going to the net. Cut off, well defended by the Titans. Skirlong as the horn sounds to end period number 2.
This is the second 2 on 1 that Avonworth has squandered in the past 50 seconds of this final second period.
44 seconds of power play time left for the Titans when the third period starts. 2 chapters written here at RMU, at least one more still to be told. Shaler leads Avonworth 3-1 after 2. We'll take a break and be back with your third period of action. You're watching the 2024 Road to the PIHL Penguins Cup on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV.
2 jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads-Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads-Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Back here at the RMU Island Sports Center between the second and third period. Shaler and Avonworth, Class A quarterfinal round matchup. Titans lead the Avonwoods 3-1 after 2 alongside Tyler Polk, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV. Nice special teams, a big deal here. And Shaler with 2 power play goals have a 2-goal lead going into the third, and we'll have 44 seconds of power play time to work with when the third period starts.
Yeah, that Wallander power play goal, that was immediately off the rush from a face-off to open up the period. So, again, it just feels that anytime Shaler has an opportunity with the puck, it could go in. And I'll recap the scoring real quick for you. In the first, Linus Jasnowski with the goal to open up this game, assisted by Randy Bevan. 1 minute, 27 seconds in, and then Darius Malecki assists to Jacob Kuntz, 8:22 into the first period. And then we go into the second, and it's all Shaler. Luca Wallander on the power play, unassisted, 11 seconds in off the face-off. And then Matt Stellatano with the second power play goal, assist to Luca Wallander and Jacob Kuntz, 10 minutes and 50 seconds in to the second. And again, it's really just been domination by Shaler. And I pointed back to that first power play for Shaler. It was unsuccessful, but you could feel that they got their legs together offensively. And before you know it, it was just too much for Avonworth to handle. And taking a look at the main advantage so far, Shaler was 2 for 5 in a full game against Beaver. Through 2 periods, they're 2 for 5 again. And they've been perfect on the penalty kill. So this Shaler team's got everything rolling for them, and it's going to be interesting to see how they finish up this third period of action.
For Avonworth, Ty, you got to stay out of the box. Like, that's the first thing. You got to stay out of the box because the power play goals have been the difference here. The other end of it is that Avonworth was sloppy in that second period. Own zone turnovers that led to Shaler getting a lot of opportunities. Now, the Titans, they gave up, as you mentioned, at the end of the period, a couple of odd man breaks against Avonworth as they tried to go Penguin-esque on their power play. But there's a big sequence coming up here because if Shaler gets on their PPG, the fat lady might be putting the hot dog down and getting ready to sing.
Yeah, and one thing I want to see from Avonworth, you mentioned it as being a 2-on-2. That first of those botched 2-on-1s, it was just so slow moving that you could see the Shaler defender get back into the play, and that's what made it into a 2-on-2. It was a clean 2-on-1 with an opportunity to really get at least a shot on net, and then it was just squandered on the pass. And then that last one, that just wasn't good. I mean, you gotta put something on net, no matter what. Now that Shaler knows you're gonna pass now on these 2-on-1s, so it's gonna be simple for you. You put the puck on net, pass off the pad, something, anything. Get something going, Avonworth, because right now the season's on the line.
Indeed. And for this team here, it's for this period here, I mean, it's going to be big. It's going to be big what comes up here as we have the power play time that's going to have to be killed. But let's also give both these goaltenders credit as well. Shane Saganek has made a lot of good saves for the Titans, and Danny Mack has kept the Antelopes in this game as well.
Yeah, he's been a mattress out there, and really, when you take a look at all those goals, I would probably go with maybe the Wallander goal. You could probably put some fault on. The rest of this has just been good play by Shaler getting it together. And Chartiers Valley now ahead 4-0 as Tyler Held's on the power play. That's now 3 of 5 for Chartiers Valley through 2 periods, and they've just been absolutely on fire. They've been gangbusters all year, but it feels like it's going to be another level, and it's going to be interesting to see who the winner of that Indiana North Catholic game, if they can solve this Chartiers Valley problem, because no one, and really the only one that's been close, has been Avonworth.
Power play, 44 seconds remaining for Shaler. Zamboni's finishing its work. We'll take a break and be back with your third period. The Titans lead the Antelopes 3-1 after 2. You're watching the 2024 PIHL High School Hockey Playoffs, the Penguins Cup, on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV.
Howell Craft Incorporated has been serving the Pittsburgh area for over 70 years. We offer top-quality custom natural stone products with a wide variety of customized stone and engraved cemetery memorials, natural stone for patios and more, and beautiful cultured stone. Ask us about fireplaces and wood stoves and enjoy the warmth. What can we do for you? Why not give us a call today?
Calusi Chevrolet is family owned and operated since 1918. We have been a staple in the automotive industry in Pittsburgh and the surrounding area for decades. We're a full-service Chevrolet dealership with new and certified pre-owned cars and trucks, medium-duty work trucks, parts and service, and a state-of-the-art collision center. But don't take our word for it. We have several online shopping and scheduling experiences for your convenience at Calusi.com.
Are you looking for the best in high school sports coverage? Look no further than Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Trib Live High School Sports Network has all the excitement of high school sports with game stories, player features, photos, scores, stats, and so much more.
Including live game broadcasts and studio shows featuring local broadcasters who bring you great analysis.
And the best part? It's all free.
Trib Live High School Sports Network. No signups, no fees, just sports. Find them online at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Back here at the RMU Island Sports Center between the second and third period of this Class A quarterfinal round match between Shaler and Avonworth. Titans on top of the Antelopes 3-1 after 2. Shaler has 44 seconds of power play time to work with when this third period gets underway as well, alongside Tyler Polk, Matt Vandriak. Center ice with you. You've got the best seat in the house for the 2K24 Road to the Penguins Cup on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-band TV. Tyler, big sequence here as Avonworth needs to kill this last 44 seconds of penalty time. Shaler scored twice with the man advantage, and that's the difference in this game, a 3-1 Titans lead. After Avonworth got the first goal of the game in the opening period, the Titans have rallied off 3 straight.
Yeah, I'm nowhere there could potentially be a rallying cry for Avonworth in this 44 seconds of power play time. I'd say in most situations, be aggressive, go out there and try to make something happen shorthanded, but if you're not burying 2-on-1s in regular situations, it's going to be tough for you to do anything against this team, as Shaler can easily come back the other way and put one right into the back of your net, and you're thinking about what you're doing next going into the spring season. You know, some are playing baseball, some might be doing lacrosse, or some might be doing more club hockey. You don't want to think about it right now. You're just thinking about, let's get through these 44 seconds of power play time for Shaler, and then let's figure out what we're going to do here offensively to put a dent into this lead against the Titans.
Fresh sheet of ice for these sides as well, as the Zambonis completed its work and the teams will get back out there. 4 goals combined on the board. I honestly have to say that I thought that there would be more than that between these two teams, but let's give credit where credit's due, as both Shane Saganek for Shaler and Danny Mack for Avonworth have done their part to help quell these two high-scoring offenses for the respective teams.
Hasn't been the absolute goaltending fun show that we saw during that first game, in which we saw Gonzalez and Booterbaugh just absolutely duel on one end to the other end, making great saves. They've had to take some of their lumps in this game, but I give credit to Danny Mack, because we look up, it's 3-1. There's a lot of chances out there that Shaler had. This could easily already be 5-1.
Officials out on the ice, and the teams should follow them as we get ready for period number 3. Again, the winner of this one will take on the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. They were victorious 2-0 over Quaker Valley. So the number 1 team in the Gold Division fell to number 5 in the Gold, Greensburg-Salem. Back-to-back wins for the Golden Lions after they knocked off number 4 from the Blue Division, Plum, in their opener. Shaler trying to keep that Gold Division magic going as they have the 3-1 lead here over Avonworth. Of course, the Antelopes got the bye as the second-place team out of the Blue Division. Shaler victorious 4-0 over Beaver last week. And we get ready to let the players loosen up here a tad before this third period gets underway. One other game in progress. Char Valley and Moon, the top team in Class A. Char Valley, the number 1 team out of the Blue Division. Moon, the only team from the Blue Division who beat a Gold Division foe in the quarterfinals or in the playoffs so far in general. Number 5 out of the Blue Division, they beat Mars last week. As Ty mentioned earlier, they were down 3-0 against Char Valley in the second period. The game's almost simultaneous with ours.
Yeah, they added another one. It's 4-0, but that was right at the end of the second period. Tyler held on the power play assisted from Brady Nairn, and that's Nairn's third assist of the night. Actually, correction, I misread. He has 4 assists.
Here we go. Third period getting underway. Left to right, the Titans will move it. And 44 seconds of power play time still to work with. Avonworth, right to left, will draw it at center red. It's going to be Fitzgerald on the draw. Here we go. Avonworth shorthanded, pushing it into the Shaler zone. The Titans going to bring it back out. Here comes Luca Wallander. Wallander breaks it on the right side, wraps it around the boards. 30 seconds left in the Shaler power play. Back to the left point. Skirlong through traffic, redirects wide. Kuntz picks the puck up here along the near boards. Skirlong back at the point, looks it over. Skirlong goes to Kuntz. Kuntz, shot, blocked. Fitzgerald finds it. Back out it comes to Kuntz. Kuntz cut off. Good play by Jasnowski, but they can't get it out. Shot from the left wing by Stellatano, and Mack absorbs it and holds.
That's a good fight by Kuntz up high, right near the blue line, of not electing to drop back and try to make something happen there because he knows the danger. Avonworth managed to get a proper stick to that. That could lead to a break, but Kuntz, with confidence, stays with it and creates a good shot for Stellatano.
9 seconds remaining here in this Shaler power play. Titans draw it up, but it's one. Good work there by Austin Gaddy. He moves it ahead. Ralston back shorthanded. Shot on. Save by Saganek as the penalty expires. Out it comes. Puck deflects to the far side. Kuntz after it there. Dolan will shut it down. Back to Kuntz. To the left side. Irwin going to give chase. Back behind the net. Cut off by the defense of Ralston and the Avonworth Antelopes. Here comes the pass to Jack Dolan. Dolan with speed. Can't get through. Kuntz at center red. And he dumps it back into the Avonworth zone.
Yeah, that pass just fanned off of him when he was trying to make the feed to Ralston on the right wing.
Dolan carries. Rising wrister. Gloved out of the atmosphere and held on to by Saganek.
Well, that's a good change of pace for Avonworth because it feels that Shaler has shut down that right to left fire from Ralston. I think he needs to find a new plan of attack, and that might be just taking it right down the middle of the ice, just trying to get an opportunity for some pick corners, an angle or anything.
Yuska over to Garicic. Garicic looking for an out. Feeds it ahead to Stellatano. Stellatano breaks the line. Bouncing puck slowed down by Stellatano. Battling on the play over there with Richard Malsh. And Malsh wins that battle. Back to the neutral zone. Wallander finds the puck. Now to Fitzgerald here on the right side. Fitzgerald going to break down the Avonworth zone. Fitzgerald drags, spins away from a man. Fitzgerald tries to go cross ice. Garicic at the far point fires a big shot, and that heavy rip goes wide.
Boy, Garicic, all times the time, just trying on that left circle to walk in for a load up.
Dadovsky going to bring it back for the Antelopes, but Wallander picks his pocket as he comes into the Shaler zone. Wallander reverses it over now to Garicic. Garicic looking for that lead pass. Too far for Stellatano, and icing is called.
I thought he got a piece of that with that long feed, that deflection. I thought he touched that. I'm kind of shocked that that was called icing.
Face off back to the Titan zone. To the left of goaltender Shane Saganek. Avonworth wins the draw to the right side. Shot fired there. Wide off the stick of Hennigan. Back to neutral ice. Whiteman waves at it, can't find it. Seafarth brings it back. Seafarth looks it over, sets to the top of the circle, looking for a redirect off of Hennigan, but can't put it home. Fed back towards the net. Drake Summer breaks it up. Summer comes around. Now going to drop it back to the other side. Ooh, Odell was close to picking that one up. But Sardowski gets it back to the Avonworth zone with 14-15 left here in this third period. Now a loose puck found by the Titans. And good recovery there by Powell to take that one away from Marsden. Powell going to go coast to coast. Here he comes. Shot on, saves Saganek. And he covers up the rebound as well.
Yeah, that pass almost hit off of Hennigan and created some trouble for Avonworth in front. But good work by Powell of skating that out of danger and creating an opportunity off the rush. James Neal face-off set up for Avonworth. Gotti right on that position, right from the top of the left circle.
Face-off won by the Titans. And pushed around here by Jake Helfer. Thrown back to the net. Saves Saganek. And we might have a penalty coming up here after the play as well.
Good play by Dolan to put it out in front, but is this penalty on Avonworth?
I think it's going to be a high sticking call against Gaddy.
Well, that's tough.
Gaddy was one of the bodies in front of the net trying to get that redirect. Saganek covers it up. Gaddy pleading his case, but the referees are going to have none of it. And in the words of Allison Shanes, Gaddy will be the man in the box.
That's a tough one for Gaddy. I mean, you're just trying to create space out in front, and then we get whistled for that high sticking. Good to see Newhouse Gadeen coming back out onto the ice after taking that place in the no-no square.
Yeah, he definitely felt that block, but he's going to go over to the bench now as Shaler has the power play. 2-goal lead in the Titans with the puck. Rister coming, sticked aside by Mack. Puck back on the meshing. Mack going to put the blocker down on it. This is power play try, 6 for the Titans?
Yeah, that's 6. It feels like it's just been a parade to the box for Avonworth, and that's going to be another thing that's been so difficult for these Antelopes. I mean, it feels like at times they've just been picked on a little bit.
Face-off won by the Titans. They'll dump it down the far wall. Fitzgerald finds the puck. Wraps it around here to the near side. Kuntz has the puck on the wall. Back to Skurlong at the point. Shot blocked, and it gets through. Follow-up try. And Mack makes the stop. And I think Stellitano might be going as well. So I think Shaler just gave it up. One too many whacks after the whistle.
Yeah, they're going to put it on
Fitzgerald, yep. So we will go to 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 36 seconds before Avonworth will have 24 seconds of power play time to work with. So that's a break for the Antelopes. Shaler, I mean, the officials, I give them credit, Ty, they're calling it both ways. They made the call after the whistle for the high stick on one side. Pushing and shoving afterward not tolerated. They make the call on the other side as well.
I think this is also just trying to get some sense of order back into this game because Powell has had a lot of chances right in front of the net in which he's been given a rough ride by some of these Shaler defenders. And I think this is more a message being sent by the officials of cool it down. Let's get this game over with. Let's try to see if we can find a winner cleanly.
Face-off one. Dolan fires. Saves Saganek. And there is no rebound as Saganek tumbles to his right and keeps it out. Great chance from the draw. Clean win to Dolan. And Saganek had to be sharp to stop that one.
Yeah, just getting that opportunity to go forward by Dolan and good snap on that wrister.
4-on-4 for another 92 seconds. Shaler wins the draw, but Avonworth gets the push. Ralston cleared out. Good work there by Skurlong, but he ices the puck, and the faceoff will come back into the Shaler zone to our left. 13-17 left here in the third. 4-on-4 for another minute and 21 seconds, and then there'll be a brief 25-second power play for the Antelopes. Face-off won by Shaler, but Powell comes away with the puck. Now the Titans back the other way. Stellitano and Wallander, 2-on-1. Stellitano drags, looks, rips, scores! Stellitano! And it's 4-1 Shaler.
Oh, man. Talk about going top shelf. Oh, man, that's just Stellitano picking corners. Dangerous for your health. And, man, that 2-on-1 was perfection.
Can call him Matthew Stellartano, as he has been tremendous in these playoffs and finds the net for the second time tonight. And the Titans get a penalty right off the faceoff.
That'll be his second Stellartano, and look, it's Malecki going in there.
Malecki has been in the box a few times tonight. So this will be a 4-on-3 power play for Avonworth for 1 minute and 8 seconds, and then the Antelopes will have a 2-man advantage for 25 seconds. Shaler not doing themselves any favors after going up 3 by giving the Antelopes this chance to get back into it. Powell from the left point looks it over. Ralston takes the pass at the top of the left circle, now takes it all the way to the dot. Passing over to the far side. Dolan to Ralston, looks it over, and Saganek gets enough of it to keep it out. Powell looking for Dolan down low. Garicic cuts it off. Garicic double team. Still working hard against both Dolan and Dadovsky. Dolan comes away with it. Dolan sets up. Down low to Dadovsky. Dadovsky in the right circle. Tries to take it towards the nut. Garicic cuts him off again. Dolan at the right point. Over here to the left side now. Ralston looks. Drags all the way to the right circle. 22 seconds left of this 4-on-3 opportunity. Powell down low to Ralston. Ralston back to Powell at the left point. Powell drifts. One-time rip coming, and it goes wide off the stick of Dolan. Garicic finding the loose puck. Has his pocket picked. Kept in. But he recovers enough to break it up. As Dadovsky that has took it away. But Garicic gets back and makes another big defensive play for the Titans.
That long reach has caused so many issues for Avonworth, especially whenever they were trying to get shots rolling over to the circle. He's perfect for this 5-on-3 situation.
Face off one. Ralston to the point. Now to the left side, it comes to Dolan. Gaddy out. We got a 2-man advantage here for the Antelopes. Cross-ice pass. Ralston setting it up.
Side?
Ralston going to drag it back. Ralston looking it over in the circle. Comes back here to the near side to Dolan. Dolan chips it down low. 10 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Dolan tied up by LaQuatra, but he wins it back to Dadovsky. Dadovsky to the right side. Ralston, first penalty over. Ralston fires through the slot. Nobody home. And now the loose puck bounces back the other way. Here comes Fitzgerald just out of the box. Tries to sidestep Powell, who does a nice job to recover. 18 seconds left power play time remaining here for Avonworth. LaQuatra, though, takes the puck and brings it back for the Titans. Picked off as he comes through center end. Ralston back the other way. Ralston across the neutral zone into the Shaler zone. Ralston all the way back behind the net. Tries to push it out in front. Dadovsky has the puck. Malecki out of the box. We're back to even strength. Thrown to the net. Saganek to save. And then the Titans get the clear as LaQuatra sends it back into the Antelope zone with 10:50 now left here in this third period in a 4-1 Shaler lead. Ralston to Gaddy. Can't turn it over because Drake Summer got back to break it up. Centering feed. Gaddy scores! One too many chances for the Antelopes. And Austin Gaddy turns on the red light. Avonworth cuts the deficit to 2.
Well, I'm glad they were able to work on that through it because, man, 5-on-3, you got to take advantage of this, but even strength, it's good work by the Antelopes and just too many bugaboos by Shaler. Again, if you keep on playing with fire, you're going to get burned, and more often than not, Shaler's done the burning, but this time Avonworth says turnabout is fair play.
So Avonworth, in the words of the Bee Gees, staying alive, and now another giveaway. We've seen Shaler a few times this season, and talking to their coaching staff, Steve Myers and company said the one thing this team struggled with is finishing games.
Not a time to have a game like this.
Saganek has been strong tonight, or this one might be a little bit closer. Lead feed too far, and icing against Avonworth brings it back to the home zone to our right. 10:16 left here in the third. Shaler leading 4-2.
I wasn't happy with Avonworth on that 5-on-3 because everyone wasn't in a proper opportunity to get a shot off. Nobody was on their one-timer side, so it would have had to take a little bit of wrangling to get a shot off. It was counterintuitive.
Kuntz from the draw, wraps it around. Odell beats Malecki to it. And now out with it come the Antelopes. Smallwood had that puck bouncing, couldn't corral it. Garicic tries to clear. Odell pinching. Garicic is going to settle it and set things back up. Garicic looking for that lead pass for Chase Irwin. Irwin has Coots going to the net. Center's broken up, and then Mack covers up. And then we have a big collision after the play. Great work by the Antelopes there. Hennigan breaking it up for Avonworth. That's a dangerous duo for Shaler to have out there in Kuntz and Irwin.
Yeah, Main Street posse right in front for Shaler. Definitely good play by Hennigan getting back in time for that, because Kuntz, he was in full I'm going to end this game mode.
Face off to the right of the Avonworth goal. Back to the far point. Antelopes winning. They're going to push it out. Hustling after that puck, but unable to get there was Jesnowski. Now a turnover and a big rip by Dadovsky that goes wide. Anderson at the left point back to the net. Saves Saganek, and he'll hold and settle it down as the Antelopes have some new life now.
Yeah, suddenly those old worries from Shaler come back to roost, and you want to wrap this one up here, the Titans. You're not trying to give the Antelopes any more of these juicy opportunities.
Face off one, back to the point. And the cross ice feed not there. Here comes Stellatano. With the step, Stellatano, wrister! Score! Stellatano is stellar! Blowing the bottle off the back of the net and giving Shaler a 5-2 lead. The hat trick for number 48, Stellatano, and the Titans lead 5-2.
Stellatano is lit. He's popping bottles with that. Oh, he managed to get that, blow it right by the glove of Mack, and get this game back in control for Shaler.
Couple of hats on the ice.
Yeah, I'm not doing that myself. Sorry.
Helfer, he not only plays defense, he returns garments as well. Matthew Stellatano, huge night for the Titans, and they lead 5-2. Helfer sends it around. Sarnowski trying to get it out. And Dolan brings it back the other way. Here comes Ralston 2-on-2. Can't get around Skurlong, one of those steady defensemen, but Ralston takes him hard to the boards. Gaddy centers, Dolan blocked. Nice job by Helfer, who, after throwing a hat back into the crowd, throws a block on a shot as well. Puck pushed back here to the near side, Dolan from the left point. Over to Gaddy. Gaddy outworked there by Helfer. Ralston, though, will get the puck on the attempt to clear on the far wall. Tries to shoot, blocked by Skurlong. Skurlong and Ralston keep working. Gaddy comes out with it. Austin Gaddy triple teamed in the circle. Glove down, kept in. And nice work there by Bevan for the Antelopes to keep it alive. Bevan a second. Steal on the clearing attempt. Down the near wall to Gaddy. Taken away. And here comes Helfer out. Pushing it ahead to Sarnowski. He and Dolan meet near the red line. Good job by Sarnowski to get across center red before he pushed that one down. Kuntz with the steal. Pushing it to the left side. Malecki chipping it down low. Kuntz will give chase. Kuntz trying to work his way around Powell. Powell takes him down. No call on that one. Ralston. He's going to bring it back the other way. Now Kuntz is knocked down. And Avonworth will pick up the penalty. Kuntz going to bring it back. Kuntz 1-on-3, tries to drop to Irwin. Gaddy gets the puck. Powell takes a shot at Kuntz again, and Kuntz will be wise to do exactly what he's doing. Leave well enough alone because you don't want to miss the next game.
Yeah, that's good work by Kuntz. You don't want to be suckered into this. Man, it's been that type of game for Shaler in which it feels like anytime they get it offensively, get a chance that it's going in the back of the net again. And Avonworth, they were able to quell most of the storm, but in the end, just too much Stellatano.
And now Shaler back to the power play for their 7th power play of the night?
Just an unreal game for them.
Here comes a short-handed try, though, back. Dadovsky to the net, and the puck bounces off his stick, and then Kuntz hits him hard. Nice centering try. Denial seems it had to come. Saganek, a big stop there on that short-handed try from Jesnowski right in front.
He's been bigger than what the score will give you because, again, so much could be going right for Avonworth if he's not on top of his game like he is there.
Wallander, lead feed, trying to find Stellatano. Jesnowski, shorthanded. I mean, if you're Avonworth, you got to press now, Ty. You have nothing to lose. Stellatano chips it ahead to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in the circle, fans on the shot, and the Antelopes trying to get it out. Wallander able to push it into the circle. Stellatano finds it. Stellatano scores! Matthew Stellatano, 4 on the board. Power play goal. 6-2 Titans. Cue up the incubus. Number 48 is stellar.
Man, when you're hot, you're hot. That's a goal, scored goal right there by Stellatano. On the backhand, you're just flipping it right there. I seen a coach from the West Virginia club team. I think he's seen enough. I think you know exactly where he's going to get a call from coming up in the next few days. Unreal game.
Well, if it's going to help the alma mater be better, I'm in favor of it too. Look at the moves by Gaddy around a man. Shot on, save Saganek, rebound. Not going to go. Shane Saganek shuts the door. With 6:48 left here in regulation. And Tom, we've talked about the night that Stellatano's had, but Shane Saganek, he's been steady tonight when Shaler needs him to, and he allowed them to build this lead when this was a much closer game earlier.
Been a quiet storm for this team all night long.
Battle forward behind the net. Out with it comes Shaler. Steal, but then here comes ahead. Sarnowski, he has Whiteman with him. Ben Sarnowski, wrister coming, blockered aside by Danny Mack. I mean, Mack's got 6 behind him, but not been that bad of a night for the keeper. Shaler has just made it happen, and Matthew Stellatano, tell you what, if you touch him right now, you will get burned. He has been on fire tonight. I think they say in fuego. Marsden looking for the chip, can't tip it home. Ralston back the other way. Floats it towards the net, bouncing puck, glove down by Saganek, who plays a little shortstop there, and pushes it back to Garicic. Garicic ahead. Sarnowski to Marsden. Whiteman ahead of the play as Marsden pushes his way, trying to get through 2 defenders. Good job by Anderson to cut it off. Now Dolan brings it back. 5:45 left here in the third. Gaddy, who's found the net for the Antelopes, wristed to the net, blocker aside by Saganek. Yuska finds room. Lead feed here to the near side. That's going to be the other half of the Whiteman twins. Braden Whiteman getting some time here in the third. As he sends it down to Yuska. Yuska reverses it to Garicic. And Garicic makes the smart play again, just softly floating it back to the Avonworth zone. Killing time as we have 5:15 left in regulation. And an ice against the Lopes brings the faceoff back to the home zone to our right. 6-2 Shaler, the Matthew Stellatano show here on Neville Island tonight.
And he'll get one more chance to come right back here and make it happen. So it looks like it's all signs leading to Greensburg-Salem versus Shaler, and that's a rematch of last year's quarterfinals game.
Shaler fell to Greensburg-Salem in the playoffs last year. These teams also played during the regular season a couple times as well. Good hustle here. Puck floated back towards the net by Seafarth, taken away by Drake Summer. Summer with speed brings it across center red, and he dumps it in. And the strategy here for the Titans just to dump and chase as we're under 5 left in regulation. Irwin working hard in the corner. Whiteman putting some pressure on as well. Kuntz battling against Seafarth. Seafarth works his way back. Floats it back into the neutral zone. LaQuatra looking for Whiteman. Whiteman finds it. Backhands it to Kuntz. Jake Kuntz, nice cutoff there by Avonworth. Good job by Cooper Powell to cut it off. And we get a whistle here in the neutral zone. The face-off coming up with 4:33 left in regulation.
Be a hand pass on Irwin as he was trying to recover the puck.
Face-off. Good win. And Dadovsky trying to bring it back, looking for Malsh. Stellatano working the defensive side as well, cuts it off. Malsh takes it, pushes ahead. Dadovsky has a man going to the net. He's going to shoot instead. And Saganek uses his head literally as he stopped that shot with his face. Steltano back the other way. Has Fitzgerald with him. Steltano soaring. To the right side goes to Fitzgerald. Sidesteps a check. Steltano finds it. Matthew Steltano, good hit there by Avonworth. Sadovsky steps into him. LaQuatra pinches it along the left side, pushing it down low. Broken up on a good defensive play by Seafarth. And out come the Antelopes. Malsh to Dadovsky. To the right side now. In front, blocked down. Good work by Drake. Summer getting back. Anderson sets, fires. It's off the cuff of the glove as Saganek keeps another one out. Smallwood tries to step into a big blast and fans on it. Good work by Anderson, though, to keep Shaler from getting a chance back the other way. Anderson brings it in. Can't get around Summer. Fitzgerald in his own zone with 3.5 left here in regulation. Puck finds Steltano. Here comes Steltano. Looks, fires, save! And it's held on to as he was trying to target the 5-hole. And Danny Mack keeps that one out and keeps Steltano from getting 5 on the night. Steltano, a career night here for the sophomore.
Yeah, why not? 5 goals, go 5-hole.
3:22 left. 6-2 Shaler in the lead. Marsden from the draw. He fires wide. Odell going to bring it back the other way for the Antelopes. Cut off. Sarnowski is going to throw it back in. Powell retreats behind his net. And we look it over here. Out it comes to Seafarth. Helfer goes to Skurlong. Skurlong and Odell exchange pleasantries in center circle. Has it stumped back behind the Avonworth net. Spinning away there is Powell. Passing over to the right side. Outlet pass going to be moved ahead here by the Antelopes as Newhouse Godin goes to Gaddy. Good drag, but then Marsden gets back and knocks him off the puck. Odell down the near boards. Gaddy spinning away from Helfer. Back to Odell. Odell now back to Gaddy. Gaddy fires from a tough angle. Gloved away by the goaltender Saganek. Centering try goes right through the crease. And now a break back the other way. Marsden has a man with him. Marsden looks off to the left, has the man, goes there back to Marsden. And a great job by Powell for Avonworth to break that 2-on-1 up.
Yeah, Sarnowski tried to feed it back to him, and good defense.
2:10 left in regulation. Shaler looking to punch their ticket to be back here next Wednesday against Greensburg-Salem in one half of the semifinals. Char Valley was a period away from punching their ticket to the top of the bracket. Other game tomorrow, one more to be decided. Indiana and North Catholic tomorrow at the S&T Bank Arena. And then the bracket will be final. First game of the semifinals, 6:45 here at RMU next Wednesday. Followed up by game 2 between the winner of this one and Greensburg-Salem at 8:45. Dumped in. Final 95 seconds of regulation. Yuska pushing it ahead. Braden Whiteman pursuing the puck. Kuntz out there with him. Kuntz forces the steal. Kuntz with the puck, going to drive towards the net. Kuntz taken down. Has a good recovery there by Powell. Over it goes to Hannigan, and he gets pounded on the boards. Whiteman centers, comes back to Garisic. Garisic is going to rip it to the far side. 65 seconds left. Kuntz trying to set up Whiteman. It's going to get past him and past Yuska all the way back into the Shaler end with 1 minute now remaining in regulation. Whiteman on the wrong side of the red line, and he ices that one. Face off back into the Titan zone to our left with 56 seconds left here in regulation. Face off one and cleared out again by Shaler. This one is going to go not far enough. And Smallwood retreats with 45 seconds left here in this third period. Seafarth gives it away. Marsden comes in, but the Titans offside as Blake Whiteman was already in the zone. And we'll neutral zone it here. 37.2 seconds left. Face off one. Dadovsky moves it ahead to Seafarth. 30 seconds left. cut off. LaQuatra. He's going to just send this one the length again. And icing called as we stretch out this third period as long as possible. 24 seconds remain. The Titans on the cusp. Round 3 coming up with the Golden Lions of Greensburg-Salem. And if North Catholic, well, regardless of that game, we're going to have a 3/4 of the semifinals will all be Gold Division teams. Drake Summer working against Gaddy along the far boards. 4-man scrum down low. Tadovsky, Whiteman, all in there. And 5 deep. Just content to sit on it for the final 8. The Titan faithful rise up as Shaler is heading to the 2024 Class A semifinals after an impressive 6-2 victory here over Avonworth. We'll take a break and be back to recap it. You're watching the 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup High School Hockey Playoffs here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV.
Just choose a 30 and let's go. Calusi.
Calusi Chevrolet is family owned and operated since 1918. We have been a staple in the automotive industry in Pittsburgh and the surrounding area for decades. We're a full-service Chevrolet dealership with new and certified pre-owned cars and trucks, medium-duty work trucks, parts and service, and a state-of-the-art collision center. But don't take our word for it. We have several online shopping and scheduling experiences for your convenience at Calusi.com.
And we welcome you back here. Final score, Shaler 6, Avonworth 2. Shaler to move on to the semifinal round of the Penguins Cup playoffs as they will take on Greensburg-Salem. Give you a scoring recap in the first period. Avonworth, Linus Jesnowski with the goal, assist to Randy Bevan, a minute 27 in. Then Shaler with their first goal of the game. Darius Malecki with the goal, assist to Jacob Kuntz, 8:22 when scores tied at 1-1. Then Luca Wallander on the power play, unassisted, 11 seconds into the second. Matt Stellitano begins his scoring rampage with a power play goal as well. Luca Wallander and Jacob Kuntz, the assists, 10:50 into the second. And then in the third, Matt Stellitano one more time, the assist to Luca Wallander, 3:53 into the third. Then Avonworth gets back on the board with Austin Gotti. The assist to Connor Ralston and Cooper Powell. That's 6:48 into the third. And then Matt Stellitano one more time. The assist from Brendan Fitzgerald. That's the hat trick goal as that comes in 7:43 into the third. And then Stellitano one more time, his fourth, and he picks up the hat trick also in power play goals as that's his, actually correction, that's Shaler overall. So he has 2 power play goals, and that comes unassisted 10 minutes and 4 seconds into it. Stellitano with the goal, the final score, Shaler 6, Avonworth 2, absolute domination. And we also have the 3 stars for you ready in this game.
Your third star with 2 assists for the Titans, Jake Kuntz. Your second star with a goal and 2 assists for Shaler, Luca Wallander. And of course, you know you're the player of the game was. There's no mystery here. 4 goals, it'll get you the number 1 star every time. Matthew Stellitano, your number 1 star and player of the game as the Titans move on to the semis now, Ty, with a 6-2 victory. So it's Shaler and Greensburg-Salem in the bottom half of the bracket, 8:45 here at RMU next Wednesday, March the 13th. Chartiers Valley victorious. They shut out Moon 4-0, so they punched their ticket. They'll be in the early game, the 6:45 face-off, and the final spot to be filled will be decided tomorrow night at the S&T Bank Arena when the Indiana Little Indians host North Catholic.
And this is going to be a tough team to go against for Greensburg-Salem. A lot of defense from him in that first game here from RMU today, but they're capable of scoring as well. They got guys out there that can also run up the board just as well as Shaler, but I think with Stellitano, with Kuntz, and with Luca Wallander in this power play, I mean, 3 power play goals in one game for them and 5 through 2 playoff games. It's going to be a tall task, but Tristan Gonzalez has shown that he could shut the door on anyone in any way possible.
Yeah, Gonzalez giving up just 1 goal through 2 games for Greensburg-Salem, but I'll give you one piece of coaching advice, Greensburg Salem, and I've never coached a minute of any hockey on any level in my life. Stay out of the penalty box. Shaler clicking at 36.4% on the power play. As you mentioned, Ty, their power play on fire through 2 games.
Yeah, here's the total for you. I could do it right off the top of my head. 5 for 11. 5 for 11. That's unreal clip
That's
at
more
any
than the
point in
Penguins
the
have
season.
scored in a month.
Don't get me started there. I won't get you started there as well. I mean, but man, they should take some advice from them. I mean, it's simple. And they scored off the rush on the power play, so they could do it any way possible. So this is a Shaler team that has everything rolling. They got a great defender in Garrisic. They got forwards out there that can make it happen. Also, Yuska can help out defensively. It's just a team that you don't want to face right now.
Final score here from RMU on Neville Island. Shaler defeats Avonworth by the count of 6-2. Titans improve to 17-3-2 in the season. They're off to the semis. Avonworth's season comes to an end with a 16-4-1 record for the Antelopes. Congratulations to Austin Gaddy, Silas Newhouse Goodine, Jake Seafarth, all of those seniors who played significant minutes here for the Lopes tonight, graduating after this season. So congratulations to those 3 on stellar high school hockey careers, and we wish them the best moving forward.
Yeah, they were great this season regardless. It was just not a good night for them, and that's the difference in a one-game series. I mean, still, Avonworth's going to be a great team for years to come. It's just that got to improve on those. Stay out of the box, please, and finish off those 2-on-1s.
Shaler and Greensburg Salem, 8:45 next Wednesday. That's your semifinal match number 2. Chartiers Valley awaiting the winner tomorrow's Indiana North Catholic game, 6:45 here at RMU. Of course, you can watch it on Trib Live, High School Sports Network, and 10-Band TV. For Ty Polk on color, for Mitch Montani and Cameron producing the game, Matt Vandrick saying thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did bring it to you. Your final again here from Neville Island. Shaler 6, Avonworth 2. You're watching the 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup. It's all here, the Trib Live High School Sports Network and 10-Band TV. Good night, everyone.